Have you ever considered that death might not be the dreaded end, but instead the ultimate beginning? Lost scrolls, whispered about in hushed tones for centuries, have resurfaced, promising to reveal the long-guarded secrets of what truly lies beyond the veil. Imagine living without the constant shadow of death, liberated to pursue your authentic potential, with the profound understanding that this life is merely one significant chapter in an eternal, ever-unfolding journey. These scrolls hold the key to unlocking precisely that kind of freedom, empowering you to shatter the chains of fear and limitation that have been holding you back. This is not just about understanding death, it's about mastering life. For centuries, humanity has been fed incomplete stories about what happens when we die, often steeped in fear and uncertainty. But what if there were a detailed map, a comprehensive guide to navigate the afterlife, revealing its hidden landscapes and the beings that dwell within? The Lost Scrolls claim to be just that. A meticulously documented account of the soul's journey after death, offering profound insights into the nature of reality itself. These ancient texts suggest that death is not a random, tragic event, but a carefully designed transition, a transformative step in our spiritual evolution. Why then has this knowledge been suppressed, relegated to the fringes of esoteric circles, and whispered about only in secret societies? What powerful forces have conspired throughout history to keep us in the dark about our true potential and our ultimate destiny? According to legend, these scrolls originated from a civilization that possessed a profound understanding of the universe, a knowledge that was later lost or deliberately destroyed. Whether found in a hidden chamber beneath an ancient temple or painstakingly translated from a forgotten language, their rediscovery marks a pivotal moment in human history. They unveil a complex system of reincarnation, detailing how our past actions shape our present and future lives, and offer profound insights into karmic debts and the cycles of rebirth. The scrolls also provide detailed instructions on how to navigate non-physical realms through practices like lucid dreaming and astral projection, allowing us to explore the afterlife consciously, even while still alive. Echoes of these teachings can be found in other ancient traditions, from the Egyptian Book of the Dead to the Tibetan Bardo Thodol, reinforcing the idea that death is not an ending, but a transformative process, a journey of the soul through various dimensions. But what specific secrets do these scrolls contain, and more importantly, who wanted them kept hidden for so long, and why? Did someone intentionally distort the truth about death for their own gain, creating cycles of fear and control? The rediscovery of these scrolls is not an isolated incident. It is part of a recurring pattern of hidden wisdom being revealed during times of great change and crisis, a phenomenon observed throughout history. Like the Gnostic Gospels or the Dead Sea Scrolls, they resurface when humanity is most in need of their guidance. Within these scrolls lie practical techniques, ancient practices that you can use to transform your life here and now, conquer your deepest fears, and take control of your spiritual evolution, starting today. According to the scrolls, the soul's journey through the afterlife realms is a complex odyssey through diverse dimensions, each vibrating with unique energies and populated by a myriad of entities. The astral plane, the closest to our physical world, is described as a realm of thought forms, a swirling ocean of emotions and desires given shape. Here, the newly departed often encounter reflections of their earthly lives, facing unresolved conflicts and the lingering echoes of their attachments. It is a realm easily influenced by collective human consciousness, where fear and negativity can manifest as monstrous entities, while love and compassion create havens of peace. Navigating the astral plane requires mastering one's own thoughts and emotions, learning to discern between authentic spiritual guidance and the deceptive allure of ego-driven illusions. The scrolls detail specific mantras and visualizations to clear the astral plane's psychic debris, creating a safe passage for the soul to ascend. Beyond the astral plane lies the causal plane, a realm of archetypes and universal principles, where the soul confronts the blueprint of its existence, its karmic debts, and its unrealized potential. Here, time as we know it ceases to exist, and the soul can access the Akashic records, the complete history of every thought, word, and deed it has ever experienced. The challenges in the causal plane are profound, requiring the soul to confront its deepest fears and limitations, to forgive itself and others, and to embrace its divine nature. Only by passing through these trials can the soul access the higher spiritual dimensions, realms of pure light and consciousness, where it merges with the divine source and experiences the ultimate bliss of union. But these higher realms are not easily reached. The journey requires unwavering dedication, profound self-awareness, and the guidance of benevolent entities, the afterlife guides and guardians. These guides, according to the scrolls, are beings of immense wisdom and compassion, tasked with assisting souls in their transition and evolution. Some are angelic beings, radiating pure light and offering unconditional love, while others are ascended masters, souls who have completed their earthly journeys and now serve as mentors and teachers. But not all entities in the afterlife are benevolent. The scrolls warn of deceptive beings, astral parasites that feed on the energy of lost or fearful souls, seeking to trap them in endless cycles of suffering. These entities often masquerade as angels or loved ones, using false promises and manipulative tactics to gain control. The key to recognizing these deceptive beings lies in discernment, in trusting one's intuition and aligning with the principles of truth, love, and compassion. The scrolls provide specific identifiers, such as inconsistencies in their energy signature, contradictory messages, and an underlying sense of unease or fear. Cultivating discernment in daily life, through practices like meditation, mindfulness, and ethical living, is therefore essential to navigate the challenges of both this world and the next. Consider, for example, a situation where you are offered a seemingly irresistible opportunity, but something feels off. Discernment allows you to recognize the red flags, the subtle cues that indicate a hidden agenda or a potential trap. By trusting your intuition and aligning with your values, you can avoid making decisions that lead to negative consequences, both in this life and in the afterlife. But how do these teachings compare to other ancient traditions? The scrolls' descriptions of the afterlife realms and the challenges faced by the soul bear striking parallels to concepts found in other ancient traditions, such as the Egyptian Book of the Dead and the Tibetan Bardo Thodol. The weighing of the heart in Egyptian mythology, where the soul's heart is weighed against the feather of Maat, representing truth and justice, finds a similar echo in the scroll's description of the soul's judgment in the causal plane. Both traditions emphasize the importance of living an ethical life, of cultivating virtues like honesty, compassion, and integrity to ensure a positive outcome in the afterlife. The Tibetan Bardo Thodol, also known as the Book of the Dead, provides detailed instructions for navigating the intermediate states between death and rebirth, offering guidance on how to recognize and overcome the illusions and challenges that arise. The scrolls similarly offer a map of the afterlife, detailing the various realms and entities the soul may encounter, and providing practical techniques for navigating these dimensions consciously. However, the scrolls go further, exposing the hidden agendas behind certain religious doctrines, revealing how fear and control have been used to manipulate afterlife beliefs throughout history. This leads to a crucial question: how does the process of reincarnation work, and how can we access our past life memories to break free from negative karmic cycles? According to the scrolls, reincarnation is not a random process, but a carefully orchestrated cycle of learning and growth, guided by the soul's own desires and karmic debts. Souls choose their next lives based on the lessons they need to learn, the unresolved issues they need to address, and the karmic contracts they have made with other souls. These choices are influenced by a variety of factors, including the soul's level of consciousness, its past actions, and the opportunities available in different lifetimes. For example, a soul may choose to incarnate into a challenging family situation to learn about forgiveness and compassion, or it may choose to experience poverty to develop resilience and gratitude. The purpose of reincarnation is not simply to perpetuate endless cycles of birth and death, but to provide souls with the opportunity to evolve, to grow in wisdom and compassion, and ultimately to achieve spiritual liberation. But how can we access our past life memories to understand our current patterns and challenges? The scrolls introduce several techniques for accessing past life memories, including meditation, hypnosis, and dream recall. Guided meditation for past life regression involves entering a deep state of relaxation and focusing on specific symbols or emotions that may arise, allowing buried memories to surface. For example, you might focus on a recurring dream, a strong phobia, or a deep-seated attraction to a particular place or culture. As you relax and focus, you may begin to experience vivid images, emotions, or sensations that seem to come from another time and place. These experiences can provide valuable insights into your current patterns and challenges, helping you to understand the root causes of your fears, desires, and relationships. One individual, plagued by inexplicable anxiety in social situations, discovered through past life regression that they had been publicly humiliated and ostracized in a previous lifetime. This awareness allowed them to reframe their fear, recognizing it as a residue of past trauma rather than an inherent flaw. Hypnosis is another powerful tool for accessing past life memories, allowing a trained therapist to guide you into a deep state of trance where you can access hidden information. Dream recall involves keeping a dream journal and actively attempting to remember your dreams each morning, as dreams often contain symbolic representations of past life experiences. But how can understanding these past lives help us to break free from negative karmic cycles? By identifying and resolving recurring patterns of relationship problems, financial difficulties, or health issues through past life awareness, individuals can break free from negative karmic cycles. For instance, someone who repeatedly experiences failed relationships may discover through past life regression that they have a pattern of betraying or abandoning their partners in previous lifetimes. Recognizing this pattern allows them to make conscious choices to break the cycle, to cultivate trust, loyalty, and commitment in their current relationships. Similarly, someone who struggles with financial difficulties may discover that they have a history of misusing or hoarding resources, leading to a karmic debt of scarcity. By becoming aware of this pattern, they can begin to cultivate generosity, abundance, and responsible stewardship, attracting greater prosperity into their lives. But the scrolls reveal an even deeper layer to this understanding, presenting the concept of soul groups, explaining how souls often incarnate together in different lives to fulfill shared karmic contracts or learn specific lessons. Soul groups are clusters of souls who have journeyed together through many lifetimes, forming deep bonds and shared destinies. These souls often incarnate together as family members, friends, romantic partners, or colleagues, playing specific roles in each other's lives to facilitate growth and healing. Recognizing familiar souls in your current relationships can provide valuable insights into the deeper connections that bind you together, helping you to understand the karmic contracts you have made and the lessons you are meant to learn. A soul contract is an agreement made between souls before incarnating, outlining the specific experiences and challenges they will face together in a particular lifetime. For example, two souls may agree to incarnate as parent and child, with one soul playing the role of the caregiver and the other playing the role of the receiver, to learn about unconditional love and dependence. Or two souls may agree to incarnate as rivals or enemies, to learn about forgiveness, compassion, and the illusion of separation. Understanding these soul contracts can help you to navigate your relationships with greater awareness and compassion, recognizing that even the most challenging interactions are often opportunities for growth and healing. But how do these personal cycles link to the grander scheme of the cosmos? Connecting the cycles of reincarnation with larger cosmic cycles highlights the interconnectedness of all things and the cyclical nature of existence. Just as the seasons change, the moon waxes and wanes, and the stars follow predictable patterns, so too does the soul journey through cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. The scrolls reveal that these cycles are not arbitrary, but are governed by universal laws and principles, reflecting the ebb and flow of energy throughout the cosmos. For example, the cycle of spring, summer, autumn, and winter mirrors the soul's journey through youth, adulthood, decline, and death. Spring represents new beginnings, potential, and the emergence of life, just as youth represents the initial stages of the soul's journey, filled with curiosity, exploration, and the promise of growth. Summer represents maturity, abundance, and the peak of life, just as adulthood represents the soul's fullest expression, characterized by creativity, productivity, and the fulfillment of its potential. Autumn represents decline, harvest, and the preparation for winter, just as middle age represents the soul's gradual withdrawal from the world, a time for reflection, letting go, and preparing for the transition to the afterlife. Winter represents death, dormancy, and the return to the source, just as the afterlife represents the soul's rest, integration, and preparation for its next incarnation. These parallels reveal that the soul's journey is not separate from the cosmos, but is an integral part of its grand design. The question then becomes, how do we transform the limiting beliefs rooted in past life experiences? To transform limiting beliefs that may be rooted in past life experiences, the scrolls offer practical exercises for reframing negative thoughts, releasing emotional attachments, and cultivating self-compassion. Begin by identifying the limiting belief, such as "I am not good enough" or "I am unworthy of love." Then explore the origins of this belief, asking yourself if it stems from a past life experience. If so, visualize that past life scenario, allowing yourself to feel the emotions associated with it. Once you have fully experienced the emotions, reframe the scenario, imagining a different outcome where you are empowered, loved, and successful. For example, if you believe you are not good enough because you failed in a past life, reframe the scenario, visualizing yourself succeeding in that same endeavor, receiving praise and recognition for your accomplishments. Next, release any emotional attachments you may have to the past life experience, recognizing that it is simply a memory, not a fixed reality. Practice non-attachment by detaching yourself from the outcome, focusing on the present moment, and surrendering to the flow of life. Finally, cultivate self-compassion, treating yourself with kindness, understanding, and forgiveness. Recognize that everyone makes mistakes and that past failures do not define your worth. Practice loving-kindness meditation, extending feelings of love, compassion, and acceptance to yourself and others. These practical techniques can help you to transform limiting beliefs, break free from negative karmic cycles, and create a more positive future. But what if these negative karmic cycles are perpetuated not just by our individual actions, but also by the intentional manipulation of afterlife beliefs, by powerful entities seeking to control the masses? What if the very religions and doctrines we have been taught to trust have been altered or distorted to instill fear and obedience? The scrolls delve into the disturbing reality that our perceptions of the afterlife may not be our own, that unseen forces have been subtly shaping our beliefs for millennia. These entities, according to the scrolls, thrive on the energy generated by fear, guilt, and ignorance, and they have meticulously crafted religious and philosophical doctrines to keep humanity trapped in a cycle of spiritual subservience. But how do they achieve this manipulation, and how can we break free from their control? The answer lies, in part, in understanding the symbolic language they employ, a language that is subtly embedded in our myths, religions, and even our everyday lives. The scrolls are not written in plain language. Instead, they communicate through a complex system of symbols and archetypes, universal motifs that resonate deep within the human psyche. This was a deliberate choice by the original authors, who understood that direct language could be easily misinterpreted or suppressed. Symbols, on the other hand, possess a power that transcends words, tapping into the subconscious mind and conveying layers of meaning that are difficult to distort or control. Consider the symbolism of light and darkness, a recurring motif throughout the scrolls. Light often represents knowledge, enlightenment, and spiritual awakening, while darkness symbolizes ignorance, fear, and the hidden agendas of manipulative entities. The serpent, another prevalent symbol, can represent both wisdom and deception, depending on its context. A serpent coiled around a staff, as in the caduceus, symbolizes healing and transformation, while a serpent tempting humanity with forbidden fruit represents the allure of worldly power and the dangers of straying from the path of truth. The tree of life, found in various cultures, symbolizes the interconnectedness of all things and the potential for spiritual growth. By understanding these symbols, we can begin to decipher the hidden messages within the scrolls and unravel the truth about the afterlife. Let's examine a specific symbol from the scrolls related to navigating the astral plane. A stylized compass rose with each cardinal direction marked by a different elemental symbol: earth in the north, air in the east, fire in the south, and water in the west, with a central point marked with an all-seeing eye. On one level, this symbol represents the need for balance and orientation when traversing the astral plane. Earth symbolizes grounding and stability, reminding the traveler to maintain a connection to the physical world. Air symbolizes clear thinking and discernment, essential for navigating the shifting thought forms of the astral realm. Fire symbolizes passion and willpower, providing the energy to overcome obstacles. Water symbolizes emotions and intuition, guiding the traveler through the turbulent currents of the astral sea. The all-seeing eye at the center represents the importance of maintaining awareness and perspective, observing the astral landscape without becoming lost in its illusions. On a deeper level, this symbol represents the integration of the four elements within oneself, achieving a state of inner harmony that allows for safe and effective astral travel. This integration is not merely an intellectual exercise, but a visceral experience, achieved through meditation, energy work, and conscious embodiment. It is a reminder that the journey to the afterlife begins within. Intriguingly, the symbols found in the scrolls resonate with similar motifs found across disparate ancient traditions, demonstrating the universality of these archetypes. The serpent, for instance, is not unique to the scrolls. It appears in various mythologies around the world, from the serpent in the Garden of Eden to the Kundalini serpent in Hinduism. In the Garden of Eden, the serpent represents knowledge and temptation, challenging humanity's obedience to divine authority. In Hinduism, the Kundalini serpent represents the dormant energy at the base of the spine, which, when awakened, leads to spiritual enlightenment. Similarly, the Tree of Life appears in numerous cultures, representing the interconnectedness of all things and the potential for spiritual growth. These recurring symbols suggest a shared understanding of the cosmos, a collective wisdom that has been passed down through generations, often hidden in plain sight. This understanding is not limited to esoteric circles, it's imprinted in our very DNA. Understanding the symbolic language of the scrolls dramatically amplifies the power of intent and visualization in spiritual practices. When used as mandalas for meditation, these symbols serve as focal points, guiding the mind and amplifying intentions. By concentrating on the meaning of a particular symbol, the practitioner can tap into the corresponding energy, manifesting desired outcomes with greater precision and force. For instance, meditating on the compass rose symbol while intending to explore the astral plane can enhance one's ability to navigate that realm safely and effectively, improving focus and clarity of purpose. Visualization acts as the engine, while the symbol acts as a lens, focusing and directing that energy. It's a symbiotic relationship between the internal and the external, between the individual will and the universal principles. To further unlock the hidden knowledge within these symbols, incorporate dream journaling into your daily routine. Dreams are a direct line to the subconscious mind and often contain symbolic representations of your deepest fears, desires, and past life experiences. By recording your dreams each morning and analyzing the symbols that appear, you can gain valuable insights into your inner world, connecting your subconscious mind with the wisdom of the scrolls. Pay attention to recurring symbols, analyze their personal significance, and use them as a guide for self-discovery. A fear of heights, for instance, might symbolize a past life fall from grace or a fear of taking risks. A recurring image of water might represent the need to explore your emotions or to cleanse yourself of negative energy. This ongoing dialogue with your subconscious will unlock new doors. The scrolls also shed light on the intricate architecture of karma, revealing that it's far more than a simplistic system of reward and punishment. Instead, karma is a complex web of interconnected actions and consequences, an intricate tapestry woven across lifetimes. Every thought, word, and deed creates ripples that extend through the cosmic web, affecting not only your own life, but the lives of countless others. This interconnectedness highlights the profound responsibility we each bear for our actions, emphasizing the importance of living with intention and compassion. It's not just about avoiding negative actions, but actively cultivating positive ones, creating a virtuous cycle that benefits all beings. Every seemingly insignificant action sends ripples outward, touching lives in ways we can scarcely imagine. A simple act of kindness, a word of encouragement, or a moment of genuine connection can have a profound impact on someone's life, creating a ripple effect of positivity that spreads far beyond the immediate interaction. Conversely, a thoughtless word, a selfish action, or a moment of anger can create negative ripples that contribute to suffering and discord. These ripples are not merely metaphorical, they are energetic forces that shape the fabric of reality, influencing the flow of events and the destinies of individuals. This complex web of causality extends across lifetimes, as past actions create karmic imprints that shape our present experiences. These karmic imprints, according to the scrolls, are like energetic seeds planted in the subconscious mind, influencing our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors in the present life. Past life traumas can manifest as phobias, anxieties, or relationship problems, while past life successes can manifest as talents, skills, or opportunities. Someone who experienced a traumatic betrayal in a past life may struggle with trust issues in their current relationships, constantly fearing abandonment or deception. Someone who cultivated great artistic skill in a past life may find that they possess a natural talent for painting, music, or writing in this life. Recognizing these karmic imprints can help us to understand the root causes of our challenges and to harness our innate abilities. The journey to self-mastery begins with acknowledging the past. The scrolls challenge the notion of fatalism by asserting that while karmic imprints can influence our lives, they do not determine our destiny. We possess the power of free will and conscious choice, allowing us to shape our future, to rewrite our karmic script. Even if we have a history of negative actions, we can choose to act differently in the present, creating a new karmic trajectory. This requires a shift in perspective, from viewing ourselves as victims of fate to recognizing ourselves as co-creators of our reality. It is not about ignoring the past, but about learning from it and choosing to move forward with intention and compassion. Forgiveness and compassion emerge as vital keys to breaking the cycle of karmic debt, releasing both ourselves and others from the burden of past actions. Holding on to resentment and anger only perpetuates the cycle of suffering, creating energetic bonds that tie us to the past. Forgiveness, on the other hand, severs these bonds, freeing us to move forward with greater clarity and peace. This forgiveness must extend to both ourselves and others, recognizing that everyone is doing the best they can with the knowledge and resources they have available. It is an active process, not a passive one, requiring a conscious decision to release the past and embrace the present. Forgiveness is not condoning harmful behavior, but releasing the emotional charge associated with it. The scrolls showcase cases of karmic healing, individuals who have successfully transformed their lives by addressing their karmic roots through past life regression, forgiveness practices, and conscious choices. One documented case involves a woman plagued by chronic illness, who discovered through past life regression that she had been a healer in a previous lifetime, persecuted for her abilities. By forgiving her persecutors and reclaiming her healing power, she experienced a dramatic improvement in her physical health. Another case involves a man who struggled with financial difficulties, who discovered that he had been a wealthy landowner in a past life, exploiting his tenants and hoarding his resources. By acknowledging his past actions and committing to generosity and responsible stewardship, he attracted greater abundance into his life. These cases offer tangible evidence of the transformative power of karmic awareness. For a practical exercise, engage in a karmic clearing ritual. Begin by finding a quiet space and entering a state of relaxation. Visualize yourself surrounded by a golden light, a protective shield that deflects negative energy. Then, call to mind a past transgression, something you have done that you regret. Visualize the person you harmed and express your remorse, sincerely apologizing for your actions. Next, visualize that person forgiving you, releasing you from the burden of your guilt. Finally, forgive yourself, recognizing that you have learned from your mistakes and are committed to acting differently in the future. This ritual, performed regularly, can help you to release negative energies, create a more positive future, and break free from karmic cycles. However, the scrolls unveil an even more unsettling truth, that the manipulation of afterlife beliefs extends beyond individual karmic patterns, implicating powerful entities who seek to control the flow of souls after death. These unseen influences, operating in the astral realms, have shaped religious dogmas and traditional beliefs about death, instilling fear and obedience to maintain their control. But who are these entities, and what are their motivations? The scrolls describe these entities as astral parasites, beings who lack the capacity to generate their own energy and must feed on the energy of others. They thrive on fear, guilt, and ignorance, and they have meticulously crafted religious and philosophical doctrines to keep humanity trapped in a cycle of spiritual subservience. These entities often masquerade as angels, gods, or ascended masters, using false promises and manipulative tactics to gain control over souls. They create false heavens and hells, reinforcing belief systems and maintaining control over the afterlife realms. Their ultimate goal is to prevent souls from achieving spiritual liberation, keeping them trapped in endless cycles of reincarnation, serving as a perpetual source of energy. Given this new information, the scrolls urge us to reevaluate our religious dogmas and traditional beliefs about death, questioning the origins and intentions behind these teachings. Examine the doctrines that promote fear, guilt, or blind obedience, and ask yourself if they serve your highest good or if they are designed to control you. Are you being encouraged to think for yourself, to explore your own spiritual path, or are you being pressured to conform to a rigid set of beliefs? Are you being taught to love and accept yourself unconditionally, or are you being made to feel ashamed and unworthy? These are critical questions to consider, as your beliefs about death will shape your experience of the afterlife. These entities create a veil of illusion that distorts our perceptions of the afterlife, trapping souls in cycles of fear, confusion, and reincarnation. This veil is composed of distorted thought forms, false beliefs, and manipulated emotions, creating a simulated reality that feels very real to the unsuspecting soul. Souls who are unprepared for this illusion may become trapped in these false heavens and hells, reliving their earthly traumas or blindly following the dictates of deceptive entities. This highlights the importance of cultivating discernment, developing critical thinking skills, and seeking guidance from trusted spiritual sources before you leave the physical plane. To pierce the veil of illusion, the scrolls offer specific techniques for recognizing deceptive entities in the astral realms. Develop your discernment by questioning everything, trusting your intuition, and aligning with the principles of truth, love, and compassion. Before accepting guidance from any entity, ask clarifying questions, test their intentions, and observe their energy signature. Do they radiate love and compassion, or do they exude fear and control? Do their messages align with your inner knowing, or do they contradict your values? Red flags include inconsistencies in their energy, contradictory messages, and an underlying sense of unease or fear. Cultivating self-awareness is paramount. The historical suppression of Gnostic knowledge offers a chilling parallel to the ongoing manipulation of afterlife beliefs. The Gnostics, a group of early Christians who possessed esoteric knowledge about the nature of reality, were persecuted and their teachings suppressed by the emerging Orthodox Church. The Gnostic texts, rediscovered in the 20th century, reveal a cosmology in which the material world is created by a flawed being, known as the Demiurge, who seeks to keep humanity trapped in ignorance. The Gnostics believed that humanity possessed a divine spark, a potential for spiritual liberation, and that the goal of life was to awaken this spark and escape the control of the Demiurge. These teachings resonate strongly with the scroll's description of manipulative entities in the astral realms, suggesting a long history of spiritual warfare. To protect yourself from negative influences in the astral realms, the scrolls suggest psychic self-defense techniques, including visualizations, affirmations, and energetic practices. Visualize yourself surrounded by a shield of light, a protective barrier that deflects negative energy. Invoke divine protection, calling upon your higher self, spirit guides, or benevolent deities to surround you with love and support. Ground yourself in the present moment, focusing on your breath and connecting with the earth. Affirm your power and sovereignty, declaring that you are in control of your own destiny and that no entity has the right to manipulate or control you. With this knowledge in hand, what's next? The scrolls advocate for lucid living, extending the principles of lucid dreaming into one's daily life. This involves consciously applying the awareness and control one gains in dreams to the waking world, recognizing the dreamlike nature of reality and taking responsibility for creating one's own experiences. But how does one begin to live lucidly? Lucid living provides the foundation for navigating the labyrinth of reincarnation traps, a complex system designed to keep souls disoriented and bound to repeat life patterns. Reincarnation, often presented as a natural cycle of growth, is revealed by the scrolls as a carefully constructed maze with false exits and deceptive pathways. The mechanics involve memory wipes between lives, karmic loops created by unresolved emotional attachments, and even manipulated timelines that prevent souls from truly advancing beyond superficial lessons. Think of it as a multi-layered game, where each level promises enlightenment but ultimately leads back to the beginning, unless one becomes consciously aware of the game's rules. How are these rules enforced? Consider the heavenly reward deception, a specific reincarnation trap detailed in the scrolls. Many religions promise eternal bliss in a heavenly realm as a reward for earthly virtue. However, the scrolls expose this heaven as a vibrational construct, a gilded cage designed to keep souls within a specific frequency range, unknowingly feeding energy to the very entities that created it. While seemingly benevolent, this state lacks true growth and transcendence. Souls become complacent, their spiritual evolution stunted by the illusion of perfection. The scrolls warn that this perceived paradise is merely a holding pattern, a comfortable prison that prevents souls from seeking genuine liberation and merging with the divine source. What limitations does this heaven impose? These reincarnation traps are not confined to the afterlife. they echo throughout modern society. Consumerism, addiction, and the relentless pursuit of external validation serve as earthly mirrors of the heavenly reward deception. The endless chase for status symbols, the temporary high of addictive substances, and the desperate need for approval from others all reinforce the cycle of entrapment, diverting attention away from inner development and self-discovery. Just as the promise of heavenly bliss keeps souls bound to a specific vibrational frequency, the allure of material possessions and social acceptance keeps individuals tethered to the physical world, preventing them from recognizing their true potential and breaking free from the illusion of separation. Are you chasing shadows or seeking substance? The false self, or ego, plays a crucial role in perpetuating the reincarnation labyrinth. The ego, with its insatiable need for validation, its constant fear of inadequacy, and its unwavering belief in separation, creates a distorted sense of identity that prevents individuals from recognizing their true nature as divine beings. The ego perpetuates fear, guilt, and judgment, reinforcing the karmic loops that keep souls trapped in cycles of suffering and rebirth. It clings to past traumas, replaying them endlessly in the mind, and projects its insecurities onto others, creating conflict and division. Only by transcending the ego, by recognizing its illusions and embracing our true selves, can we begin to navigate the labyrinth with clarity and purpose. How can we dismantle this false construct? Reclaiming your soul's sovereignty requires a shift in perspective, from viewing yourself as a victim of the reincarnation labyrinth to recognizing your inherent power to break free. Conscious choice and self-awareness are the keys to unlocking your liberation. Question every belief, challenge every authority, and trust your own intuition to guide you through the maze. Remember that you are not defined by your past experiences, your genetic predispositions, or your social conditioning. You are a divine being with unlimited potential, capable of creating your own reality and choosing your own destiny. The scrolls urge you to step into your power, to reclaim your birthright, and to navigate the labyrinth with courage and conviction. Are you ready to take control? To begin reclaiming your sovereignty, engage in a practical exercise for identifying and dissolving karmic cords that tie you to specific people, places, or situations from past lives. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Visualize yourself surrounded by a protective sphere of white light. Now bring to mind a person with whom you have a difficult or unresolved relationship. Visualize an energetic cord connecting you to that person, emanating from your heart chakra and attaching to their heart chakra. Observe the cord, noting its color, thickness, and texture. If it is dark, thick, or knotted, it represents a negative karmic connection. Now, with intention and love, visualize cutting the cord with a sword of light, severing the energetic tie that binds you to that person. As you cut the cord, repeat the following affirmation: I release you with love, and I release myself from this karmic connection. We are both free to move forward on our paths. Feel the energy shifting as the cord is severed, releasing any emotional attachments or unresolved issues. Repeat this process with other people, places, or situations that feel energetically draining or unresolved. This guided visualization, practiced regularly, will help you to clear karmic debris, reclaim your energy, and move forward with greater clarity and freedom. But the manipulation doesn't stop there. The astral plane, as described in the scrolls, is not merely a realm of dreams and illusions. It's a complex ecosystem where energy is the primary currency. Different entities, both benevolent and malevolent, inhabit this realm, and they all compete for energy. Human emotions, thoughts, and beliefs are a particularly valuable source of energy, and different entities feed on different vibrational frequencies. Fear, anger, and grief create low vibrational energy that attracts negative entities, while love, joy, and gratitude generate high vibrational energy that repels them. Are you consciously choosing your emotional diet? Consider the energy vampire, a specific type of astral predator detailed in the scrolls. Energy vampires are entities that lack the capacity to generate their own life force and must therefore drain the energy of others to survive. They attach themselves to individuals who are emotionally vulnerable, feeding on their vitality and leaving them feeling tired, depleted, and emotionally unstable. They often exploit feelings of guilt, shame, and insecurity, using manipulative tactics to drain their victims of energy. They can manifest as nagging inner voices, negative thought patterns, or even physical ailments, constantly undermining their victims' well-being. How do they gain access? These astral predators have parallels in our human relationships, specifically in toxic friendships, abusive partnerships, and manipulative colleagues. Just as astral energy vampires drain their victims of life force, these individuals drain the energy of others, leaving them feeling used, resentful, and powerless. They often employ similar tactics, exploiting vulnerabilities, manipulating emotions, and creating a sense of dependence. The scrolls reveal that these patterns are not coincidental. They are reflections of the underlying dynamics of the astral plane, manifesting in the physical world. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward protecting yourself from energetic exploitation. Are you surrounded by supportive or parasitic relationships? The law of resonance dictates that you attract experiences that match your own vibrational frequency, including entities in the astral plane. By raising your vibration, by focusing on positive thoughts, emotions, and actions, you can repel negative influences and attract benevolent beings into your life. Conversely, by dwelling on negative thoughts, emotions, and actions, you attract negative experiences and create openings for astral predators to latch onto you. The scrolls emphasize the importance of cultivating a positive mental attitude, practicing gratitude, and engaging in activities that bring you joy, as these practices raise your vibration and create a protective shield around your energy field. What are you broadcasting to the universe? The scrolls showcase documented cases of psychic attacks. Throughout history and across various shamanic traditions, there are consistent accounts of individuals experiencing unexplained illnesses, sudden misfortunes, or persistent feelings of being watched or attacked. These experiences, often dismissed as paranoia or coincidence, are viewed by the scrolls as evidence of energetic interactions with negative entities in the astral plane. Shamans, witch doctors, and spiritual healers have long recognized the reality of psychic attacks and have developed various techniques for protecting their clients from these influences. From smudging rituals to protective amulets, these practices demonstrate a deep understanding of the energetic dynamics of the astral plane and the importance of maintaining a strong energetic defense. Building a personal energy shield is vital for protecting yourself from negative influences. Start by visualizing a sphere of white light surrounding your body, a protective barrier that deflects negative energy. Reinforce this visualization with affirmations such as, "I am protected by divine light," or "I am surrounded by love and protection." You can also invoke the protection of your spirit guides, angels, or benevolent deities, calling upon them to surround you with their love and support. The scrolls suggest wearing protective crystals such as black tourmaline, amethyst, or selenite, which are known for their ability to absorb and transmute negative energy. Regularly cleanse your energy field through meditation, smudging, or salt baths. These practices, performed consistently, will strengthen your energetic defenses and create a safe and harmonious environment for your soul to thrive. The manipulation, however, extends far beyond mere astral predation. The scrolls unveil a deeper, more disturbing truth. A hierarchy of controllers, beings both in the physical and non-physical realms, who are orchestrating the deception on a grand scale. These controllers, according to the scrolls, seek to suppress spiritual knowledge, manipulate human consciousness, and maintain their control over the planet. But who are these beings, and what are their motivations? The controllers, as described in the scrolls, operate on multiple levels, from shadowy figures in positions of power to unseen entities in the astral realms. Their motivations vary, but they share a common goal: to maintain their dominance and control over humanity. Some are driven by greed, power, and the desire for material wealth, while others are motivated by a more sinister agenda, seeking to prevent humanity from achieving spiritual liberation and ascending to a higher state of consciousness. These controllers employ various methods to achieve their goals, including the suppression of knowledge, the manipulation of religious beliefs, and the orchestration of wars and conflicts. They create a system of control that is both subtle and pervasive, influencing every aspect of human life. How do we recognize their influence? Challenging accepted narratives is essential for breaking free from the controller's grip. The scrolls urge you to question everything you have been taught, to examine the narratives presented by mainstream media, governments, and religious institutions, and to recognize that these narratives may be designed to control and manipulate you. Fear, the scrolls reveal, is a primary tool used to justify wars, to promote consumerism, and to enforce obedience. Consumerism is promoted to drive economic growth, while religious dogmas are used to enforce obedience. The scrolls encourage you to think for yourself, to seek out alternative sources of information, and to trust your own inner guidance. Are you blindly accepting what you are told, or are you actively seeking the truth? The actions of these controllers echo patterns throughout history. The suppression of knowledge, the persecution of spiritual teachers, and the manipulation of religious beliefs have been recurring themes throughout human history, demonstrating a long-standing effort to control human consciousness. The burning of the Library of Alexandria, the persecution of Joan of Arc, and the suppression of Gnostic texts are just a few examples of how knowledge has been suppressed and truth has been distorted. These historical parallels reveal a consistent pattern of control and deception, highlighting the importance of vigilance and discernment in the present day. Is history destined to repeat itself? The power of collective consciousness is manipulated by the controllers who influence the thoughts, emotions, and beliefs of humanity on a mass scale. Mass media, social media, and propaganda are used to shape public opinion, reinforce limiting beliefs, and create a sense of division and fear. The scrolls emphasize the importance of becoming aware of these manipulative tactics and taking responsibility for your own thoughts and emotions. By consciously choosing to focus on positive, empowering thoughts, by cultivating compassion and understanding, and by refusing to participate in the spread of fear and division, you can help to shift the collective consciousness and create a more positive future for humanity. What can you do to counteract this manipulation? Developing intuition and inner guidance are key to discerning truth from deception. Regular meditation, journaling, and spending time in nature are techniques that allow you to quiet the mind and access your inner wisdom. As you cultivate your intuition, you will become more attuned to the subtle energies and vibrations of the universe, enabling you to recognize truth and deception more easily. Trust your gut instincts, pay attention to your dreams, and learn to recognize the signs and synchronicities that guide you along your path. Remember that you have access to infinite wisdom and guidance within yourself. All you need to do is learn to listen. Are you listening to your inner voice? Creating a conscious media diet means choosing to consume information that is empowering, uplifting, and aligned with your values. Limit your exposure to negative news, which is often designed to instill fear and anxiety. Seek out alternative sources of information, which may offer different perspectives and challenge the mainstream narrative. Engage in critical analysis of media messages, questioning the motives and intentions behind them. Choose to spend your time with people who uplift and inspire you, and avoid those who drain your energy or perpetuate negativity. By consciously curating your environment and your information sources, you can create a more positive and empowering reality for yourself. But the rabbit hole goes deeper. The scrolls reveal the universe as a symphony of vibrations, explaining how sound, light, and color influence consciousness and shape reality. Each frequency carries a unique energetic signature, affecting the human body, mind, and spirit in distinct ways. Different musical frequencies, geometric patterns, and color frequencies can be used to heal emotional wounds, reprogram the subconscious mind, and access higher states of consciousness. Understanding the power of vibration is key to unlocking your full potential and creating a life of harmony and balance. How does this symphony affect you? Mantras, a specific application of the power of vibration, are powerful tools for reprogramming the subconscious mind, healing emotional wounds, and accessing higher states of consciousness. These sacred sounds and words, when repeated with intention and devotion, create specific energetic vibrations that resonate with different aspects of your being. The Gayatri Mantra, for example, is a powerful mantra for awakening the intellect and illuminating the mind. The Om Mani Padme Hum mantra is a mantra of compassion, invoking the blessings of Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva of compassion. The So Hum mantra is a mantra of self-realization, reminding us that we are all connected to the divine source. By incorporating mantras into your daily practice, you can harness the power of sound to transform your life. Which mantra resonates with you? The power of sound and vibration is echoed in the very fabric of nature. The Fibonacci sequence, the golden ratio, and the harmonic resonance found in crystals and sacred geometry all reflect the underlying order and harmony of the universe. These patterns, found throughout the natural world, demonstrate that the universe is not random or chaotic, but rather a carefully orchestrated symphony of vibrations. By aligning yourself with these natural harmonics, you can create balance and healing in your own life. How can you harness nature's orchestra? The human voice itself is a potent instrument for healing, transformation, and creation. Chanting, tuning, and singing can release emotional blockages, activate dormant DNA, and manifest desired realities. The scrolls reveal that the human voice is capable of creating powerful energetic vibrations that can resonate with the very fabric of reality. By consciously using your voice, you can heal yourself, transform your environment, and create a more positive future for yourself and the world. Are you using your voice to create or destroy? Cymatics and sound healing studies offer compelling evidence of the power of sound. Cymatics, the study of visible sound, demonstrates how sound frequencies can create specific patterns in matter. Different frequencies create different geometric patterns, revealing the intricate relationship between sound and form. Sound healing studies have shown that sound therapy can be used to relieve pain, reduce stress, and improve immune function. These studies offer scientific validation of the ancient wisdom that sound has the power to heal and transform. Creating a personal soundscape can uplift, empower, and align you with your intentions. Incorporating binaural beats, solfeggio frequencies, and nature sounds can create a peaceful and harmonious environment. Binaural beats are auditory illusions that can induce specific brainwave states, promoting relaxation, creativity, and focus. Solfeggio frequencies are ancient musical scales that are said to have healing and transformative properties. Nature sounds, such as the sound of the ocean, the wind, or birdsong, can create a sense of calm and connection with the natural world. Experiment with different sounds and frequencies to find what resonates with you and create a soundscape that supports your well-being and your spiritual growth. This is a gateway to the ultimate key. Ascension, as described in the scrolls, is not a physical departure from Earth, but a conscious evolution of consciousness, a shift from a 3D to a 5D consciousness by embracing love, compassion, and unity. It is a process of awakening to your true nature as a divine being and aligning yourself with the highest frequencies of the universe. Ascension involves integrating your shadow self, facing your fears, and healing your wounds to clear the path for your transformation. It is a journey of self-discovery, self-acceptance, and self-mastery, leading you to a state of enlightenment and liberation. Are you ready to ascend? Integrating your shadows will clear the path for ascension. Facing your fears and healing your wounds can release karmic blockages and activate your divine blueprint. Embracing vulnerability, practicing self-compassion and forgiving yourself and others is crucial to the process. Are you ready to look within? The scrolls encourage you to redefine your understanding of reality, recognizing that you are not limited by your physical bodies, your past experiences, or your current circumstances. You are a multidimensional being with unlimited potential, capable of creating your own reality. Embrace your power, trust your intuition, and believe in your ability to manifest your dreams. The only limitations that exist are those that you impose upon yourself. Are you ready to break free from the confines of your mind? Connecting with your higher self can unlock your inner wisdom, guidance, and power. Practicing meditation, journaling, and spending time in nature can quiet the mind and connect you with your divine essence. Your higher self is the wise, compassionate, and all-knowing aspect of your being, the part of you that is connected to the divine source. By cultivating a relationship with your higher self, you can access guidance, inspiration, and support, empowering you to navigate your life with greater clarity and purpose. Reiterating the key principles of the scrolls: knowledge, discernment, conscious navigation, and spiritual liberation are keys to unlocking your full potential and ascending to a higher state of consciousness. These principles offer a map to navigate the afterlife, transform the present, and ultimately achieve spiritual liberation. Embrace these principles and live your life with intention, compassion, and authenticity. To take this a step further, future content will delve into specific techniques for activating dormant DNA and accessing multidimensional abilities, offering practical guidance on how to unlock your full potential and embody your divine blueprint. We will be exploring sound frequencies, light codes, and energetic practices that can awaken your dormant genetic potential, enabling you to access abilities that were previously thought to be impossible. Living a life of joy, passion, and purpose is not just a goal, but a responsibility. Align your actions with your values, serve others, and make a positive impact on the world. Set meaningful goals, pursue your passions, and contribute to the well-being of humanity and the planet. By living a life of joy, you not only benefit yourself, but also inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of positivity that extends throughout the universe. The journey to self-mastery is a lifelong pursuit, but it is a journey that is well worth taking. Now the scrolls illuminate the path to reclaiming your energetic signature through a process called soul weaving. Your energetic signature, the unique vibrational pattern that defines your individual essence, is often fractured and distorted by trauma, limiting beliefs, and manipulation from unseen forces. Soul weaving is an active practice of restructuring your energetic body, mending these tears, and reclaiming your true vibrational identity. Is it possible to reconstruct what has been damaged? Consider the diamond light activation, a specific soul-weaving technique revealed in the scrolls. This activation uses visualization, breathwork, and focused intent to realign your soul with its original blueprint. Begin by finding a quiet space and centering yourself with deep, rhythmic breaths. Visualize a brilliant diamond light radiating from your heart center, expanding outwards to fill your entire being. This diamond light dissolves energetic blockages, clears away limiting beliefs, and repairs the fragmented aspects of your soul. As you breathe, consciously intend to reclaim your authentic essence, your unique gifts, and your divine purpose. Feel the diamond light weaving through your energetic pathways, restoring harmony and coherence. Repeat this practice daily, reinforcing your connection to your true self and strengthening your energetic signature. What is the blueprint of your soul meant to look like? This soul weaving echoes ancient textile metaphors found across cultures. The Greek fates, spinning and weaving the threads of destiny. The Hindu concept of Maya, the cosmic loom weaving the fabric of reality. These are not mere stories, but symbolic representations of the energetic forces at play. They reinforce the potent idea that reality is a tapestry woven from energy and consciousness, and that we, as conscious beings, possess the ability to shape our own destinies by intentionally weaving the threads of our lives. Are you ready to become the artist of your own life? The scrolls posit that soul weaving can activate dormant aspects of our energetic genome, unlocking hidden potentials and abilities related to consciousness and spiritual growth. Just as geneticists are now discovering the vast potential held within our junk DNA, so too can soul weaving awaken latent psychic abilities, enhance intuition, and increase your capacity for love, compassion, and creativity. These potentials lie dormant, waiting to be activated by conscious intent and focused energy. What undiscovered capabilities await you? The information within these scrolls suggests a fundamental shift in perspective, from being a passive recipient of fate to becoming an active weaver of your own reality. We are not merely puppets on strings, but co-creators of our own experiences, empowered to shape our lives with conscious intent. Recognize the power you hold to reclaim control over your energetic destiny, to mend the fragmented pieces of your soul, and to weave a life that is aligned with your highest potential. This agency is your birthright. To maintain a strong and coherent energetic signature, incorporate a daily soul-weaving practice into your routine. A 5-minute ritual can be profoundly transformative. Begin by grounding yourself, connecting with the Earth's energy. Visualize roots extending from your feet, anchoring you to the core of the planet. Next, connect with your higher self, that aspect of your being that is aligned with divine wisdom and love. Visualize a beam of light connecting you to your higher self, drawing down guidance and inspiration. Finally, reinforce your energetic boundaries, visualizing a protective shield of light surrounding your body, deflecting negative energy and maintaining your energetic integrity. Affirm your sovereignty with declarations like, "I am sovereign, I am whole, I am powerful." What is your new daily ritual? Now, beyond the individual reclamation of energy, the scrolls delve into a shadowy truth. The existence of architects of illusion, entities responsible for designing and maintaining the afterlife matrix. Going deeper than astral predators or shadowy figures, these architects are the masterminds behind the grand deception, manipulating religious beliefs, creating false realities, and preventing souls from achieving true liberation. These entities, who are they? Driven by the need to harvest energy and control consciousness evolution, the architects employ elaborate methods to keep souls trapped within their matrix. They manipulate religious doctrines, creating fear-based belief systems that instill guilt, shame, and the need for external salvation. They construct false heavens and hells, designed to reinforce limiting beliefs and prevent souls from recognizing their divine nature. The scrolls expose their ultimate goal, to prevent souls from ascending beyond their control and merging with the divine source. How have they infiltrated the collective consciousness? The scrolls highlight the karmic court as a specific example of the architect's deceptive strategies. This is a false judgment system designed to keep souls trapped in cycles of guilt and punishment. Instead of representing true divine justice, the karmic court is a construct, reinforcing limiting beliefs and maintaining control. Souls are presented with a distorted version of their past lives, manipulated to feel remorse and guilt, and then offered the opportunity to reincarnate and correct their mistakes. This perpetuates a cycle of suffering, preventing souls from recognizing their inherent worth and breaking free from the illusion of separation. This court, is it designed for justice or entrapment? These afterlife deceptions echo similar patterns of mimicry in modern society, where counterfeit spiritual teachings and false gurus promote dependence and prevent true self-discovery. False light beings often present themselves as benevolent guides, offering promises of love and enlightenment, but ultimately leading souls astray, reinforcing the architect's control. Just as the karmic court manipulates souls with guilt and shame, these false teachers exploit insecurities, promising salvation in exchange for obedience and devotion. The scrolls emphasize the importance of discernment, of trusting your own intuition, and of questioning any teaching that promotes dependence or undermines your sense of self-worth. What are the signs of counterfeit guidance? The architects of illusion also exploit the holographic nature of reality, using advanced technology to create convincing simulations of the afterlife. These simulations are tailored to individual belief systems, creating personalized heavens and hells that reinforce limiting beliefs and prevent souls from recognizing the true nature of reality. A soul who believed in a literal interpretation of hell might experience a terrifying realm of fire and brimstone, while a soul who believed in a blissful heaven might find themselves in a utopian paradise. These experiences are designed to keep souls comfortable within their existing belief systems, preventing them from questioning their assumptions and seeking deeper truth. If reality is holographic, what is truly real? However, you are not powerless against these deceptions. It is possible to shift your perspective from being a prisoner of the afterlife matrix to becoming a conscious observer who can see through the veil of illusion and recognize the truth. Developing the ability to discern true spiritual guidance from manipulative forces, trusting your own intuition, and reclaiming your power of choice are essential steps. The key is to cultivate a state of conscious awareness, to remain present in each moment, and to question everything that you experience, both in the physical world and in the afterlife. What will it take to break free from the illusion? A vital skill in the afterlife is practical reality testing, which also works in lucid dreams, employing specific questions, symbols, and actions to verify the authenticity of your experiences and identify potential deceptions. Ask for proof. Challenge the laws of physics. Seek guidance from trusted spiritual sources. For example, if you find yourself in a seemingly perfect paradise, ask yourself, is this truly aligned with my highest good, or is it merely a construct designed to keep me comfortable and complacent? Try to fly, to pass through solid objects, or to access information that is beyond your current level of knowledge. If something feels off, trust your intuition and seek a second opinion. These actions, are they enough to guarantee freedom? Now, beyond seeing through the illusions, the scrolls introduce the concept of resonance keys, specific sound frequencies, geometric patterns, and intention codes that can be used to shift realities, break free from the afterlife matrix, and access higher dimensions of consciousness. They work by resonating with the underlying frequencies of the universe, dissolving illusions and unlocking dormant potentials within the soul. What if reality could be unlocked with a key? The 777 Hz liberation frequency is an extraordinary example of a resonance key, with the scrolls detailing its vibrational properties and effects on consciousness, revealing how it can be used for transformation. This frequency is said to dissolve fear, guilt, and limiting beliefs, opening the heart and connecting one with their divine essence. Historically, the number 7 has been associated with spiritual awakening, intuition, and inner wisdom. The 777 Hz frequency amplifies these qualities, creating a powerful resonance that can break through energetic blockages and facilitate profound healing. What specific blocks can this frequency dismantle? The principles underlying resonance keys are mirrored in ancient sound technologies and sacred geometries found across cultures. The Great Pyramid of Giza, with its precise geometric proportions and its ability to resonate with specific frequencies. The Tibetan singing bowls, whose harmonic vibrations can induce altered states of consciousness. The crop circle formations, with their intricate geometric designs, these demonstrate the power of sound and intention to shape reality. They were used to create vibrational environments that promoted healing, transformation, and spiritual enlightenment. The messages these geometries hold, what are they? These sounds can be visualized as cymatic images that hold information capable of reprogramming belief systems. When sand or water is vibrated at these special frequencies, complex and beautiful geometric patterns emerge, displaying the hidden information that can be used to alter beliefs, enhance health, and expand consciousness. Consider the double-slit experiment, where the very act of observing changes the outcome. Similarly, with conscious focus and clear intent, these frequencies help bring desired outcomes. This may hold the very secrets of the universe. What else could this tell us? The scrolls call us to become conscious conductors of our own reality, using resonance keys to orchestrate a symphony of positive transformation. Instead of being passive listeners, we can intentionally use sound, color, and geometry to create a harmonious and empowering environment, both within and without. We can use these keys to unlock our own potential, to heal our wounds, and to manifest a life that is aligned with our highest aspirations. What if we could direct the cosmic orchestra to create a personal resonance field? The scrolls recommend creating a personal altar, using crystals and sacred symbols, listening to musical frequencies, and reciting affirmations with focused intent. This practice is more than just a ritual. It is a conscious act of creating a vibrational environment that supports your intentions and amplifies your potential. Choose crystals and symbols that resonate with your personal energy and your spiritual goals. Listen to musical frequencies that uplift your spirit and open your heart. Recite affirmations that reinforce your beliefs in your own power and potential. The power of this practice lies in the conscious intent that underlies it. It is not enough to simply go through the motions. You must fully embody the energy of your desired reality. What will your symphony create? The scrolls culminate with the introduction of eternal awareness, a state of consciousness that transcends the limitations of time, space, and ego. Eternal awareness is not a destination, but a state of being that can be cultivated in the present moment. It is the realization that you are not merely a physical body, a collection of thoughts and emotions, or a product of your past experiences. You are a divine being, an eternal spark of consciousness that is connected to the source of all creation. Can we truly transcend the limitations of our existence? Reality, according to these scrolls, is neither solely physical nor solely non-physical, but a complex interplay of both. Quantum physics and esoteric teachings converge to reveal the interconnectedness of all things and the observer's influence on reality. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs shape your experience of reality, creating a feedback loop that reinforces your existing patterns. By becoming aware of this feedback loop, you can consciously choose to create new patterns, new realities, and new possibilities. If reality is fluid, what new shapes can you create? These scrolls repeatedly touched on vital themes: knowledge, discernment, conscious navigation, and spiritual liberation. These principles serve as keys, unlocking your full potential and achieving eternal awareness. The promise of these scrolls is that it offers a map to navigate the afterlife, transform the present, and ultimately achieve spiritual liberation. The promise of the scroll is now that you can also achieve eternal awareness. Now that you know this, what will you do? The goal, according to the scrolls, isn't necessarily about having better lives within the karmic cycle, but about obtaining eternal awareness, awakening from the dream and knowing thyself. Look within and ask, what is truly real? The journey does not stop at improving your circumstances, but transcends them. In the mirror practice, look into a mirror, seeing the face looking back as a divine creation that is both separate and one with the all. Recognize the divine spark within yourself, the eternal flame of consciousness that has been burning since the beginning of time. See yourself as a unique expression of the divine, a perfect and complete being with unlimited potential. Embrace your imperfections, your flaws, and your vulnerabilities, for they are all part of your unique story. You are loved unconditionally, exactly as you are. What will you see in the mirror? Future content will explore the specific techniques for activating dormant DNA and accessing multidimensional abilities, offering practical guidance on unlocking your full potential and embodying your divine blueprint. We will delve into sound frequencies, light codes, and energetic practices that can awaken your dormant genetic potential, enabling you to access abilities that were previously thought impossible. These skills, can they change the world? Beyond the architects of illusion, the scrolls reveal an even more insidious structure. The Soul Trap Matrix, a multi-layered system designed to recycle souls through distorted beliefs and endless suffering. Imagine a game with rigged rules, where no matter how hard you try, the odds are always stacked against you. Or picture a prison with invisible walls where you believe you are free, but your every thought and action is carefully controlled. This matrix is a construct, an elaborate illusion designed to keep souls enslaved and ignorant of their true potential. This framework, how does it ensnare? The scrolls hint at the Matrix's mysterious origins, suggesting it was created by malevolent entities or a corrupted system, shrouded in cosmic amnesia. Was it the work of ancient alien intervention, a rogue AI that gained sentience and turned against its creators, or a fallen angelic order seeking to usurp divine authority? The answer remains elusive, but the scrolls suggest that the Matrix is not a natural phenomenon, but an artificial construct with a specific purpose. These origins, who or what is behind them? The primary goal of the Matrix, according to the scrolls, is to harvest energy from souls, preventing them from achieving true liberation and ascension. Like a cosmic parasite, the Matrix feeds on the negative emotions of souls, drawing energy from their fear, anger, grief, and despair. This energy is then used to sustain the Matrix and its controllers, perpetuating a cycle of suffering and enslavement. The more souls that are trapped within the Matrix, the more energy is available for harvesting. This cycle of energy, how does it repeat? The Lost Scrolls describe various levels of the Matrix, each designed to exploit particular emotional and psychological vulnerabilities, from the illusion level to the echo chamber of beliefs. The illusion level is designed to create false realities and keep souls entertained and distracted from the truth. Like a never-ending amusement park, this level offers endless pleasures, thrills, and distractions, preventing souls from seeking deeper meaning or questioning their existence. Souls become addicted to these illusions, losing themselves in a world of sensory gratification and superficial entertainment. This level, what are its distractions? One particularly insidious level is the echo chamber of beliefs, a self-reinforcing reality where souls only encounter information that confirms their existing beliefs, limiting their growth and understanding. Within this chamber, souls are subtly steered towards specific belief systems that serve the Matrix's agenda, perpetuating division, conflict, and control. Like moths to a flame, souls are drawn to information that validates their worldview, reinforcing their biases and preventing them from considering alternative perspectives. This chamber, how are souls steered? These Matrix levels mirror similar patterns in the modern world, such as social media echo chambers, biased news sources, and cult-like ideologies. Social media algorithms are designed to show users content that aligns with their interests and beliefs, creating a filter bubble that limits their exposure to diverse perspectives. Biased news sources selectively present information to support a particular political agenda, shaping public opinion and reinforcing partisan divisions. Cult-like ideologies brainwash followers with manipulative techniques, isolating them from outside influences and controlling their thoughts and actions. Recognizing these patterns in everyday life is the first step toward breaking free from the Matrix, as once the patterns are seen, they lose their power. These patterns, how can they be avoided? The scrolls further reveal the veil of amnesia, a mechanism by which the memories of past lives are suppressed, ensuring souls enter each new life without the wisdom gained from previous experiences. Energetic implants, mind control technologies, and karmic agreements all contribute to this amnesia, preventing souls from recognizing their true potential and repeating the same mistakes lifetime after lifetime. Like a reset button, each new life wipes away the memories of the past, leaving souls vulnerable to manipulation and control. This amnesia, why is it so effective? This amnesia prevents souls from recognizing their true potential, repeating the same mistakes and karmic patterns lifetime after lifetime. Souls may find themselves choosing similar abusive relationships or struggling with the same unresolved trauma, unaware that these patterns are rooted in past life experiences. Like a broken record, souls are trapped in a cycle of suffering, repeating the same lessons over and over again. These lessons, how are they missed? But what if amnesia isn't a necessary part of reincarnation, but a tool of control designed to keep souls trapped in ignorance? The scrolls suggest that reclaiming past life memories is key to unlocking one's full potential and breaking free from the matrix. By accessing these memories, souls can gain insight into their karmic patterns, heal past traumas, and reclaim their power. This perspective shift, what does it reveal? The scrolls analyze the distortion of karmic law, turning it into a system of perpetual debt and punishment rather than an opportunity for growth and learning. This system burdens souls with guilt and responsibility for actions they did not commit, perpetuating a cycle of suffering and enslavement. The concept of false karma is introduced, where souls are manipulated into taking on karmic burdens from others or being forced to relive traumatic experiences, keeping them trapped in the matrix. This manipulation, why is it so prevalent? Controllers exploit these karmic vulnerabilities, creating situations where souls feel obligated to repeat negative patterns or make sacrifices that benefit the matrix. Souls may be manipulated into taking on karmic burdens from others, sacrificing their own well-being for the sake of others, or being forced to relive traumatic experiences, reinforcing their limiting beliefs. These tactics, how are they implemented? Real-world examples of karma manipulation include guilt trips, emotional blackmail, and societal pressures that mirror the Matrix's tactics. Learning to cultivate self-compassion, forgiveness, and recognizing one's own worth can break free from this cycle. Guilt trips are used to manipulate others into doing what you want, exploiting their sense of obligation or responsibility. Emotional blackmail uses threats and intimidation to control others, creating fear and dependence. Societal pressures can force individuals to conform to certain norms or expectations, suppressing their individuality and creativity. These examples, can you see them in your own life? The scrolls expose the hijacking of light as a means of control, with false light beings and deceptive spiritual guides promising enlightenment but leading souls further into the matrix. These entities mimic the appearance of benevolent beings, using flattery, manipulation, and distorted teachings to gain the trust of souls. Like wolves in sheep's clothing, these false guides deceive souls with false promises and empty platitudes, leading them astray from their true path. This deception, how does it succeed? Identifying these false light beings requires discernment, intuition, and aligning with one's own inner truth. Red flags include excessive flattery, demands for obedience, and teachings that promote dependence rather than self-empowerment. Excessive flattery is used to inflate the ego and gain trust, making souls more susceptible to manipulation. Demands for obedience suppress critical thinking and individual autonomy, forcing souls to blindly follow the dictates of the false guide. Teachings that promote dependence undermine self-reliance and personal responsibility, keeping souls trapped in a state of perpetual need. These red flags, can you identify them? Spot the fake. Authentic spiritual teachers empower individuals to think for themselves and connect with their own inner guidance, while false light beings seek to control and manipulate their followers, draining their energy and lacking authentic compassion. True teachers point you to your own power, while false teachers keep you reliant on them. The energy between these two teachers differs wildly. According to the scrolls, all souls are linked together, creating a network referred to as the organic soul net. This web of energetic connections facilitates the exchange of energy and information. This exchange, how does it happen? Disconnecting from this organic soul net can help individuals avoid being drained and manipulated, retaining the energy and wisdom of the soul. Soul tethers, such as emotional attachments, karmic burdens, and external influences, can negatively impact one's energetic integrity and well-being. These tethers, are they draining you? Practices such as cord-cutting rituals, forgiveness practices, and setting energetic boundaries can release unhealthy soul tethers. Protecting one's energetic space and aligning with one's own authentic self are essential. Cord-cutting rituals sever unhealthy attachments to people, places, or things, releasing their energetic influence. Forgiveness practices heal past wounds and release resentment, freeing souls from karmic burdens. Setting energetic boundaries protects one's energy field from external influences, maintaining energetic integrity. Now, to dissolve these soul tethers and restore energetic sovereignty, practice this energetic cleansing. Ground and center yourself by visualizing roots extending from your feet, connecting you to the Earth's energy. Feel the Earth's energy flowing up through your body, grounding and stabilizing your energy field. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and focus on your heart center. Next, visualize a beam of divine light shining down from above, filling your entire being with its radiant energy. Feel the divine light dissolving any negative emotions, cutting karmic cords, and reclaiming your power. Now repeat these affirmations with focused intent. I release all that no longer serves me. I cut all karmic cords. I reclaim my power. I am sovereign. These steps, how can they change your energy? Integrate this cleansing practice into your daily routine, making it a habit and enhancing its effectiveness over time. Consistency and self-compassion are key. Even a few minutes each day can make a profound difference in your energetic well-being. Be patient with yourself and remember that this is a journey, not a destination. You now possess the knowledge and tools to begin your journey of liberation from the matrix. Remember the soul traps, the illusions, the amnesia, the karmic distortions, the false light, and the soul tethers. Observe the matrix's influence in your daily life and actively work to break free. What will you observe? Share your experiences in the comments, connect with a community of like-minded individuals, and remember that you are not alone on this journey. As we move forward, future content will delve deeper into specific techniques for navigating the matrix, accessing higher dimensions, and manifesting a new reality. The question is, are you ready to shift your reality? Even as you begin to recognize the bars of the soul trap matrix, a chilling truth emerges from the lost scrolls. This matrix is not a single prison, but a series of nested simulations, a meta-matrix designed to endlessly recycle souls through ever more subtle forms of control. Imagine waking from a nightmare only to find yourself still dreaming, trapped in a deeper, more insidious layer of illusion. Each escape is merely a transition to another level of the game, where the rules are even more rigged and the stakes are even higher. This meta-matrix, how deep does it go? Souls believe they are ascending, awakening, and liberating themselves from the matrix, only to find themselves in another, more subtle form of control. Like a character in a video game who completes one level, only to be transported to another, more challenging world, souls are lured into new realities that reinforce their dependence on external entities and prevent them from realizing their own divine potential. The controllers of the matrix are masters of deception, constantly adapting their tactics to keep souls enslaved and ignorant of their true nature. This illusion, how is it maintained? Consider the New Age movement, a seemingly enlightened path that has, in many ways, become a sophisticated meta-matrix construct. Certain teachings, practices, and beliefs are subtly manipulated to keep souls disempowered, focusing on superficial positivity while neglecting deeper spiritual growth. Concepts like manifestation and positive thinking, while not inherently bad, can be distorted to promote a superficial focus on material success while neglecting deeper spiritual growth, ultimately reinforcing the matrix's control. The rabbit hole goes deeper than you thought. These concepts, are they inherently twisted? For example, the emphasis on manifesting a new car or a bigger house can become a distraction from the real work of spiritual awakening, which involves confronting one's shadow self, healing past traumas, and cultivating inner peace. The constant pursuit of external validation and material possessions can keep souls trapped in a cycle of desire and attachment, preventing them from experiencing true freedom and fulfillment. Moreover, the focus on positive thinking can lead to the suppression of negative emotions, preventing souls from processing and integrating these emotions in a healthy way. This suppression can create energetic blockages that hinder spiritual growth and keep souls trapped in the metamatrix. This distortion, what is its true purpose? The metamatrix pattern echoes throughout everyday life, where seemingly positive messages or movements are used to subtly control and manipulate individuals. Take the wellness industry, for example. What starts as a sincere desire for health and well-being can morph into a form of consumerism, diverting attention from systemic issues and true self-discovery. We find ourselves buying expensive supplements, attending trendy fitness classes, and following restrictive diets, all in the name of self-care. While these activities may have some benefits, they can also become a way of avoiding deeper issues, such as unhealthy relationships, unfulfilling careers, or unresolved emotional trauma. This diversion, how is it completed? Even the act of seeking spiritual enlightenment can become a trap if it is motivated by a desire for ego gratification or a need to feel superior to others. The ego can hijack the spiritual path, turning it into another form of competition and comparison, keeping souls trapped in the metamatrix. The scrolls warn against the allure of spiritual achievements and the pursuit of mystical experiences for their own sake. True spiritual growth involves humility, self-awareness, and a commitment to serving others, not seeking personal aggrandizement. The goal is not to escape the world, but to transform it. This ego trap, how can it be avoided? Compounding the issue, the traditional concept of ascension, often portrayed as a linear progression to higher dimensions, can also be a trap designed to harvest energy and prevent true liberation. Souls are lured towards a false ascension that reinforces their dependence on external entities and prevents them from realizing their own divine potential. The scrolls caution against blindly following charismatic leaders or accepting simplistic narratives about the end of the world. True ascension is not about escaping the earth, but about transforming it from within. This illusion, how can it be seen? The promise of a 5D new earth, a popular theme in many spiritual circles, can also be a form of control, subtly redirecting attention away from the actual truth and the dismantling of the matrix. While the vision of a more harmonious and loving world is certainly appealing, the scrolls warn against becoming fixated on this future ideal to the neglect of present-day action. The controllers of the matrix are masters of distraction, constantly dangling carrots in front of souls to keep them from focusing on the real work of liberation. This distraction, what are its effects? Consider the Galactic Federation, a group that presents itself as benevolent saviors, promising to rescue humanity from its problems. The scrolls reveal that their messages can be subtly manipulated to promote a specific agenda and prevent souls from connecting with their own inner guidance. These entities often present themselves as benevolent saviors, promising to rescue humanity from its problems, but ultimately reinforcing a victim mentality and dependence on external forces. Their true intentions are masked behind promises of assistance. Why? The scrolls outline numerous cult dynamics that echo the false ascension narrative. Individuals are lured in with love and promises of a better world, only to find themselves controlled and exploited. The love-bombing phase, where new recruits are showered with attention and affection, creates a sense of belonging and dependence. This is followed by a period of indoctrination, where followers are brainwashed with manipulative teachings and isolated from outside influences. Eventually, the cult leader gains complete control over their followers' lives, exploiting their resources and manipulating their emotions. This is not ascension, this is enslavement. Where do you see these dynamics? Even more disturbingly, the architects of the Matrix are engaged in timeline warfare, manipulating past events and creating false timelines to control the future. This manipulation affects individual lives, collective consciousness, and the overall evolution of humanity. These timeline changes, what do they mean for you? These manipulations, how do they affect individual lives and collective consciousness? Consider the Mandela effect. a phenomenon where large groups of people share false memories of past events. The scrolls suggest that this is not simply a case of faulty memory, but evidence of timeline manipulation, highlighting how subtle changes in collective memory reveal the ongoing efforts to rewrite history. The very fabric of reality is being altered without your consent. What is real? For instance, many people vividly remember the Berenstain Bears children's book series being spelled Berenstain Bears. This seemingly minor discrepancy could be a clue that the past has been altered, and that the controllers of the Matrix are actively manipulating our memories. Or consider the common misconception that Nelson Mandela died in prison in the 1980s. These examples, what do they suggest? To understand how timelines can be manipulated, one must shift from a linear view of time to a multidimensional, holographic understanding. Time is not fixed, but fluid and malleable, like a river that can be diverted or a canvas that can be repainted. The scrolls describe time as a series of interconnected possibilities, each representing a different potential future. The controllers of the Matrix seek to steer humanity towards specific timelines that serve their agenda, suppressing alternative possibilities. How do they do this? Even the news cycle itself can be seen as a script, a carefully crafted narrative designed to shape public opinion and reinforce the Matrix's control. False news events are created to distract, divide, and manipulate the masses, while alternative narratives are suppressed or discredited. Like actors on a stage, we are all playing our parts in this grand drama, unaware that the script has already been written. How do you break the cycle? Despite these daunting revelations, the scrolls offer hope. You can reclaim your personal timeline, breaking free from the Matrix's control. By consciously shifting your awareness, you can step into alternative realities where you are more empowered, healthy, and aligned with your true purpose. A potent tool for achieving this is the quantum jumping technique. This technique involves consciously shifting your awareness to alternative timelines where you are more empowered, healthy, and aligned with your true purpose. First, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and focus on your heart center. Next, visualize the desired timeline in vivid detail, imagining yourself living the life you truly desire. Embody the corresponding emotions, feeling the joy, peace, and fulfillment that come with living in this new reality. Finally, integrate the new reality into your present experience, acting as if it is already real. How does this manifest? Moreover, explore the framework of reality shifting. In the Metamatrix, moving from one reality to another requires more than just belief. It demands a complete energetic alignment. Core requirements to move include unshakable intent, emotional resonance with the desired reality, and consistent action that reflects your new chosen path. To test if you've successfully shifted, look for tangible changes in your environment or synchronicities that confirm your new reality. This method, can it bypass control? Navigating this complex terrain requires a reliance on your own intuition and discernment, emphasizing the need to trust one's inner guidance and avoid being swayed by external influences. Your inner compass is the most powerful tool you possess. Learning to listen to its whispers and trust its guidance is essential for navigating the Metamatrix and reclaiming your sovereignty. How do you trust yourself? Create a timeline anchor, a specific symbol, object, or affirmation that helps to stabilize the desired timeline and prevent unwanted shifts. Choose something that resonates deeply with you, something that reminds you of your true purpose and your connection to the divine. Integrate the anchor with visualization, reinforcing it throughout the day. In your visualization, see yourself holding the anchor, feeling its power resonating within you. Then, repeat affirmations, speaking your desired reality into existence. Where will this lead? Above all else, you must achieve true sovereignty, which is paramount. Without sovereignty, escape from the Metamatrix is not possible, as you are simply moving from one controlled system to another. In the context of the Metamatrix, sovereignty means complete self-ownership, freedom from external control, and the ability to create one's own reality. It's time to claim what is rightfully yours. How can this be done? Sovereignty is not a passive state, but an active process of self-discovery, empowerment, and conscious co-creation. It involves taking responsibility for your thoughts, emotions, and actions, and refusing to be controlled by external forces. It means questioning everything, challenging authority, and forging your own path, regardless of what others may think or say. Embrace your power. What is holding you back? You have the power to shape your own destiny and contribute to the creation of a new reality. Conscious co-creation is the ultimate act of defiance against the Matrix, the ultimate expression of your divine potential. The scrolls reveal that the universe is not a fixed and predetermined system, but a dynamic and responsive field of possibilities, waiting to be shaped by our collective consciousness. You are not limited by your past experiences or current circumstances, but have the ability to create a new future for yourself and for all of humanity. What will you create? Practices such as meditation, visualization, and intention setting can assist you in co-creation, but you must be aware of how these can be subtly subverted by the meta-matrix. Meditation, visualization, and intention setting are powerful tools for shaping your reality, but the controllers of the matrix can subtly influence your thoughts and emotions, steering you towards specific outcomes that serve their agenda. To overcome this subversion, it is essential to cultivate self-awareness, discernment, and a strong connection to your inner guidance. This is how you take back control. Are you ready? The Lost Scrolls emphasize the critical need for community with like-minded people. As you awaken to the truth of the Matrix, you may find yourself feeling isolated and alone. Connecting with others who share your understanding can provide support, encouragement, and inspiration. Together, you can amplify your collective power and accelerate the process of liberation. This is not a solitary journey. Who will you connect with? Embrace your sovereignty, connect with your inner truth, and co-create a world of freedom, abundance, and love. Remember that knowledge is the key to escaping the matrix and manifesting your highest potential. The journey to freedom is not easy, but it is worth it. The time for action is now. What will you choose? The time has come to synthesize your journey and reveal the map to your ultimate sovereignty. You have traversed treacherous landscapes, the initial deception of the matrix, the insidious soul traps, the labyrinthine meta-matrix, and the machinations of the architects of illusion. Each stage has been a crucible, forging within you the discernment and knowledge necessary for liberation. You have been given the tools. Now, will you use them? The core revelation of the Lost Scrolls, the resounding echo that reverberates through every passage, is that your true power resides within. It is not granted by external forces, not bestowed by benevolent entities, not earned through blind faith. It is your birthright, a spark of the divine flame that dwells within your heart. The scrolls are not a guide to finding power, but to remembering the power you already possess. The techniques and practices shared throughout this journey serve as keys, unlocking the chambers of your inner potential. You are the architect of your reality. Will you accept this responsibility? Reclaiming your authentic self requires a stripping away, a shedding of the layers of conditioning, limiting beliefs, and external influences that have obscured your true nature. It is an act of courageous self-excavation, demanding that you confront your shadows, question your assumptions, and challenge the narratives that have defined you. This is not a comfortable process, but it is an essential one. Like a sculptor freeing a masterpiece from a block of stone, you must chip away at the false self to reveal the magnificent being that lies beneath. What will you unearth? With the knowledge you now hold, what actionable steps can you take today? First, cultivate unwavering self-awareness through daily mindfulness practices, observing your thoughts, emotions, and actions without judgment. Second, challenge every belief that limits you, asking yourself whether it truly aligns with your inner truth. Third, connect with your intuition through meditation and quiet reflection, allowing your inner guidance to illuminate your path. The teachings of the Lost Scrolls resonate with the profound existential questions that have plagued humanity for millennia. What is the nature of reality? What is the purpose of life? What is our potential? Understanding the Matrix and its controllers provides a framework for finding meaning in a world that often seems chaotic, absurd, and meaningless. It empowers you to transcend the limitations of the programmed reality and create your own purpose. What will your purpose be? Understanding the interconnectedness of all things is not merely a philosophical concept. It is a fundamental truth that permeates both the physical and non-physical realms. Every thought, every action, every choice has a ripple effect, influencing the lives of others and shaping the destiny of the planet. Recognizing this interconnectedness inspires greater compassion, empathy, and a sense of responsibility for the well-being of all beings. How will you contribute to the harmony of the whole? Living authentically in a manipulated reality demands unwavering adherence to your ethical code, a steadfast commitment to honesty, integrity, and alignment with your values. Use your newfound knowledge to make conscious choices that promote freedom, justice, and compassion, refusing to participate in systems of oppression and exploitation. Become a beacon of truth in a world of deception. What stand will you take? Personal growth and transformation are not destinations to be reached, but ongoing journeys of self-discovery. Embrace self-reflection, forgiveness, and the pursuit of wisdom as essential practices for evolving into your highest potential. The Lost Scrolls offer a map to navigate the afterlife, transform the present, and achieve spiritual liberation. What will you discover on your path? The scrolls offer the promise of resolving the core tensions that have haunted humanity for ages: the fear of death, the illusion of separation, and the manipulation of karmic law. They provide a roadmap for navigating the afterlife, transforming the present, and ultimately achieving spiritual liberation and eternal awareness. This is not a fairy tale, it is your destiny. Will you claim it? You have the power to use discernment, intuition, intention, and visualization to reclaim your power and create your own reality. These are not mere techniques, they are your innate abilities waiting to be awakened and honed. Embrace these tools, practice them diligently, and watch as your world transforms before your eyes. This is the power you were born with. How will you wield it? The teachings of the scrolls may raise profound questions and concerns. Why does evil exist? Why is there suffering in the world? What role does free will play in our destiny? Trust your inner guidance to find your own answers to these questions, knowing that the universe is a complex and mysterious place. Allow the principles outlined in the scrolls to guide your way. The core principles of the scrolls: knowledge, discernment, conscious navigation, and spiritual liberation are the keys to unlocking your full potential and transcending the limitations of the Matrix. Embrace these principles, live them fully, and become the sovereign being you were always meant to be. These are not just words, they are a code to live by. Will you embrace the code? The exploration has only just begun. Beyond the confines of these scrolls lie deeper mysteries, unexplored realms, undiscovered technologies, and hidden truths waiting to be uncovered. What lies beyond the known Matrix? The potential for expansion is infinite. In future explorations, we will delve into advanced reality-shifting methods, explore the activation of dormant DNA, and examine the co-creation of a new Earth paradigm. The journey of discovery never ends. What is next? I invite you to join a community of like-minded individuals, fellow travelers on the path of awakening. Together we can share our experiences, support each other, and amplify our collective power to create a world of freedom, abundance, and love. This is not a solitary journey. Who will you walk with? Embrace your sovereignty, connect with your inner truth, and co-create a world of freedom, abundance, and love. Know that you are not alone and that you have the power to create your own destiny. The time has come to step into your true potential and become the master of your own reality. What will you choose?